Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name is Landon, and today I have my Pauper tournament. I forgot to say this is where we play Jank, because it is where we play Jank. But I am playing in my monthly Pauper tournament. If you are interested in joining, just be sure to join the Discord. That's where we organize everything. So yeah, be sure to do that. And we are playing against an old favorite here, Resident Clinton, Smoothie Shake, Glorious Stash, goes by many names, and we will see how this goes. I am, of course, playing Bigdew. I wasn't planning on playing Bigdew, but I ended up with no time, so I'm playing Bigdew, and I hope that is good enough for all of you. Let's see. What do we start with? A Patel and a Patel. Yikes. So we can actually get Bigdew into the active. We just need a energy, right? Just so we can retreat. Wait, do I play energy? I don't, do I? So we need a switch. That's what we need. Hey, look, a Bigdew! I'm going to hold off on playing that for now. I also need to have my opponent's deck up in front of me so I can know what they're playing. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and buddy. And we're going to grab, ooh, do we need this? Gengar, Liepard? Liepard, maybe. No, Liepard, I think, only goes to the active, so I don't think we'll need Relor. But we can go ahead, grab Patel, and a Toad's cool. So cool. And we will play down Bigdew. And you know what? Let's do it again. Let's play down our final Patel. Right there. I love it. Perfect. And we will end turn. So we got a very explosive start at the beginning of this, which is great. We really desperately need that. Now we just need to get Patil out of there. Best way is to get a Toad's Cruel for retreat, but I know we also have switches in the game, so that should work out well for us as well. Yes, I make sense. Alright, looks like, yep, there's the Zubats to get the Crobat going, the Purloin to get the Liepard out, and they got, they use Crobat and Gengar, and it's slightly annoying. I say slightly because it can switch a lot, which actually won't affect Patil very much, but it will be difficult to get KOs, right, because they can just put something else active, and Liepard can remove damage and throw it onto me. So it's a little bit concerning. All right, here comes Janine Seeker. Are they attaching to the active, poisoning themselves? They only accelerated 1 energy. No way am I that lucky that they have 0 energy, right? Are they going to retreat to Tatsuguri? No, they're not. They're going to wait till next turn, aren't they? They're going to lead. Oh boy, they're getting a supporter. It's Iono. Nice. Very nice. I approve of that. Actually, it'll depend on how good my hand is here. But let's see. We do get Lilligant there and a Relor. We're going to discard. So that Relor going to the trash is fine by me. We're going to play down Lilligant. And we're going to Professor's Research. So let's rip this. And we get no switch, which is not good. How many stadiums do they play? 2 Artisan. We'll go ahead and throw that up. I got Super Rod. I can get that back, but not going to. We need switch or we need Toad's Cruel. Those are our 2 options, right? So Professor's Research again next turn, although they're going to play Iono, that's right. So they get us a brand new hand, see if we can actually get this thing going. There's a switch, so we're good on that. We can Ultra Ball to try to get a Toad's Cruel. Yeah, those are kind of our 2 choices right now. Let's see, we can get our... If we can get 2 more Lilligants out, right, our Bigdew is doing 90 damage, and that will KO a Golbat. Oh, they knocked out our Bigdew. Kind of saw that coming, right? So let's get it back. Night Stretcher. Bigdew. Play down Bigdew. Switch into Bigdew. Let's see. These things are going to the trash anyways. The discard is what I mean. So let's go ahead. Ultra Ball away the Super Rod and the Jamming Tower. And we're, of course, going to grab... do we grab... Oh, dang. We won't get the knockout this turn, regardless of what we grab. So let's grab Lilligant. We could get a knockout on someone. And then they could just bring back their Golbat and get a knockout, right? So who do we want a knockout on? Let's see. 20, 40, 60, 70 onto Tatsuguri, I think. So we're going to counter catcher, bring up the Tatsuguri. We're going to Iono. Okay, not terrible. And 70 damage. Just like that. We get one prize. What's that one prize? Rabska. Alright. Yeah, let me read this. Move all damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon to your opponent's active. Yeah, so Rabska wouldn't help with anything, as far as I can tell. I did throw away one Jamming Tower, meaning they've got 2 Artazons, so they can like take away my tower, and then I gotta replace it. I can replace it 2 more times, which will cover all of their poison under the Crobat, then they heal. Yep. That's gonna be a decent attack. They do have Janine. They did play Janine Secret Heart, meaning they can use Shadow Envoy to draw, and they do. Man, I feel like something's bugging my nose. I think it's my mustache bugging the inside of my nose. Yep, there they go. They get the knockout onto Bigdew. Who could have seen that coming? Who, I ask you? Who? And we get another Professor's Research. We got Counter Catcher here. Let's go ahead and buddy. Holy cow, my freaking nose. We've got 2 Toedscruel in the deck, which is filling me with some joy. Drayton or Research. We do have Counter Catcher here. That could be important. That would let us hunt down another knockout. Right? That's weak. Let's Counter Catcher. Up the Lipard. And we're going to... We're going to Research. I don't really need anything there. So we do get the switch. Still no Toedscruel. That's crazy. There's the Bigdew. And let's do 140 and get this knockout. Now we just need to figure out how to basically have a turn where we don't get knocked down, right? That's going to be difficult. Ultra Ball. Hey, we get our Toedscruel next turn. Heck yes. We also have Luziel's Appeal, so we can gust up a basic. Probably that Purloin, honestly. I just don't want them to be able to move damage from, say, their Crobat to... Okay, what are they doing? Stupid. Dang it. I got like a stray hair or something that's hitting me weird. Drayton, but we do have Ultra Ball. I just don't want to discard Jamming Tower. I want to see them play Artazon. Have they discarded an Artazon? That's also important to keep track of. They have not. Alright, we will go ahead and put up Patil. Let's see, we get another Drayton. Now we could see 4 cards or 7 cards. I'm going to go with 7. Yes, I'm going to go with 7. We get the Toedscruel, very nice. And we get Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher is guaranteed. Bug Catching Set was not. So Night Stretcher, let's get us that Bigdew. Bigdew or Bidon't. either way. And we are Bidewing. So that's 70. It's a 2-hit knockout. The question is, do they have a Lipard ready to evolve and move the damage off of this? If they do, that's going to hurt, right? That's going to be a struggle. But the question is, do they? Alright, they've replaced Jamming Tower. We've got Jamming Tower to replace, but we can use that Artisan to get our next Bideww once they knock out this one. So we are looking pretty good right now. Hops Crammer comes down. That is scary. And the Dark Energy and a free Retreater in the active. So Hops Crammer is quite scary for us. Let's see. What can I do? I can't knock out Hops Crammer in one hit. It's going to take two. And that's the danger, right? I'll be falling behind. I'm out of Counter Catcher, so they've got me on that. Let's see. Luxurious Cape. It's not going to be a thing anyways, so we don't have to worry about it. Dang, I am running low on everything. So, Professor's Research, okay. Let's Artisan. We can grab Bideww, done. We're going to Jamming Tower. We're going to Iono. Bring them down to 2 cards in hand. Hopefully that'll limit them quite a bit. We get another Bideww, we get Switch, we get Night Stretcher, we get like everything we could want, honestly. But Bideww or go home. I'm playing online, so I am home, technically. Alright. So, yeah, they... Basically, there's the Lipard. I was worried about that, but, you know. It's not... It doesn't change the game now, you know? That Hops Crammer, that one of that I totally overlooked, that's what cost me the game, you know? Let's play down Bideww, retreat the Patel, put up the Bideww, and we'll get a knockout on this Crammer. Keep in mind, this entire time they have been item locked, you know? So I have limited them quite a bit, but they're still able to get everything that they needed. There's the Lilligant that I needed way earlier. Dang. So, alright. Yep, all they need to do is Dishonest Swap, and there they go. Let's jump into game 2. Alright, I am going to go second this time. Did I go second last time? No, I went first. Friends. Where is he? There he is. Challenge friend. Send request. Challenge sent. Maybe we both sent challenges like at the same time, so they were waiting for me, but I said challenge sent, so maybe they'll back out and then there we go. And I want to go second. I want to get item lock as fast as possible, right? So the coin flip doesn't here matter. Oh, cool. Would you like to go first? No. I want to get that item lock turn 1. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, dang it. Well, we got our stuff, but I'm not liking this quite as much, you know? So, I can Ultra Ball away. Let's see. Nothing. Maybe what I top deck here? Or at the start of my turn, I mean. Purloin, okay, I can get a 1-hit on that pretty nicely. Just won't be able to do it this turn, so it will be a 2-hit, actually. But that's fine. That's fine. There's a buddy-buddy for them to get all set up and whatnot. Hopefully, whatever I top deck, I can trash, right? So I can discard the Toad's Cruel, then super rot it back into the deck before I Professor's Research. There's the Ultra Ball. Ooh, are they taking a gamble that I'm not going to play Iono turn 1? If I top deck Iono, I will play that instead. Nope, they're going for a basic. Okay, that's a good call for them. Alright. It is my turn. We get Jamming Tower. Let's do that real quick. Oh, dang. I won't be able to do the thing. Buddy. Patil and Bigdew. No, not Patil. Yes, Patil. Because we're discarding the Toad's Cruel. So kind of pointless to hold on to. Or to get Toad's Cool, you know what I mean? We are going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Toad's Cruel and the Super Rod because we can in order to grab another Patil. No, we have only got 2 Lilligants. Oh, shoot. We will grab Toad's Cool. Kind of pointless to get 3rd or 4th Patil down when we won't be able to evolve them, like, ever, you know? So, alright, we're pretty decent here. We even got a Night Stretcher for that Toad's Cruel. I'm feeling decent right now. So we're going to go ahead, Purloin. We got Jamming Tower out, so they can't play any tools, so, like, well, they can, but they won't do anything. So, like, TM Evo won't be a risk. I don't even know if they play that, honestly, though. But if we keep them item locked, it looks like they play 2 rare candies, so they won't be able to get those, which is nice. There's the Iono. Gonna shuffle my hand, put it at the bottom, and I draw from the top. That just means I'm more likely to get stuff, but I didn't. I got a very similar hand. So there's Artisan. I did have another Jamming Tower, didn't I? So they took that away from me. Artisan, I can probably grab a Patil with that, and I can play down a Bigdew. And hopefully sooner or later I do get stuff and things, you know? So they got 4 Zubats down. Purloin comes down. They can retreat it because the Jamming Tower's gone. That's too bad. They can lead or they can Darkness Fang. They lead. Yeah, I figured. Grab a supporter and it's an Arvin. Very nice. Very nice for us. Let's see, what do we get? We get Drayton off the top deck, so we are going to play Drayton kind of as our only option here. And we get Relor. We don't want Relor, but I can discard with the Ultra Ball, right? Yes, I can. And what else? I can grab Jamming Tower. Let's grab Jamming Tower. So, Jamming Tower comes down. Night Stretcher grabs our Toad's Cruel. That way we can get free retreats here. I can play down a Bigdew, and I'm going to Ultra Ball the Relor and the Buddy, I think, and get a Lilligant. Here we go. Done. Evolve up the Patil to Lilligant and Itchy Pollen for 30. Sorry about that. An alarm was about to go off on my phone, and you don't need to hear that. Okay, they got rid of my Jamming Tower, but that's their last Artisan, so once I get rid of that, I'll be free. And then I can also use Artisan and get another Patil out. Even though I don't need it yet, I still want to put it out as like a threatening, you know? I still want to threat that. Here comes the Arvin. Now, keep in mind, they cannot play the item. So what tool is going to change anything here? Let's see, what tools do they play? Rescue Board, Binding Mochi. Oh, man. Well, they won't be able to get themselves poisoned, so that's fine. Oh, they do play TM Evo. Alright, that's their play, right? Isn't that what they grabbed? No, they grabbed Binding Mochi. Interesting. That's interesting. Because Janine's Secret Art is like the only way for them to get the poison on. So I find that fascinating. Sorry if I said that weird. But we're going to Artisan first, right? Drayton doesn't put stuff in the bottom, does it? No, it just shuffles them back. So we're going to Artisan first. Take 1 card out of our deck, right? Artisan. Let's bring 1 card out, being Patel. threaten, right? We just want them to think that we can get our third copy out. So let's play Drayton. Oof, oof, this isn't good. Aw, man. I got nothing, but Jamming Tower could really help. I'm going to do it, and I'm probably going to regret it. But I'm going to do that. Do the do, as they say. And we're going to knock out Zubat. Bye-bye, Zubat. And we get a prize. Lilligant, maybe? Yes! Awesome. So now that Patil that we grabbed can be evolved. So now we have that threat back on the field, which feels great. No! They Ionoed me. No! Maybe I still draw into a Lilligant? And I do. Alright. Whew. Whew. Alright. So that, again, they're not playing Jasmine's Secret Art, meaning they're not getting poisoned down, even though Jamming Tower is stuck now. I don't think there's a way for them to get rid of it. Not that I'm seeing, but I could be wrong. Jacquemo doesn't discard stadiums. It's only special energy, right? Alright, there's Lilligant. Bug catching set. Fail. I got 3 of these things. We're playing them all. Bug catching set. Fail. Come on. One more. One more, baby. Fail. Dang it. Oh, man. I really, really wanted my third Lilligant out here. But we still get a one-shot on that Zubat. Done nicely. And we'll grab a second prize, being Patil. Okay. So that is an option to play when our active Bigdew does get knocked out. Really, they just need a Golbat and an energy. There's the Janine's Secret Art, so they're going to have the energy. Do they have the Golbat, though? I am still, like, shocked that they prized TM Evo. That one turn, getting those evolutions would have been huge. There's the Golbat. Alright. So, I can't get a knockout on this. I'm missing one Lilligant. Right? Even if I, like, draw Professor's Research and just go crazy up. Okay. They did not attack the active. That's strange. That's very strange. Maybe they're moving to a new strat, right? Do I play down the Patil? Yes, I do. And I'll do Itchy Pollen. Now, this is a 2-shot, so they're going to tie me on prizes this round. And then I got to stay one step ahead of them the rest of the game, which is going to be nearly impossible. Okay, there's the Liepard. Binding Mochi. Janine's Secret Art, they're going to get the energy attached. Will they retreat? That is the big question, isn't it? They get the energy on the Liepard, as expected. They play down the Crobat, that's going to let them draw up. Because they played Janine's Secret Art. So they could just Poison Fang us, or they could get rid of the damage. I think they're going to want to get rid of the damage, for sure. Especially since I'm threatening 4 Lilligants currently. Like, if I just... Oh, they didn't! Interesting. 80, dang it. I'm 10 short. Even if I top deck Lilligant right now, I'm 10 short. No, I get Bigdew. Okay. I'll play down Bigdew, retreat the Patil, put up the Bigdew, and just do 50 again. Man, the fact that I don't even have one more, so I can't 2-shot this Crobat, means this Liepard now can remove a lot more damage and has wasted more of my turns. So, there's Arven, Earthen Vessel, and Luxurious Cape. TM Evo, okay. Oh, maybe they got off the prizes, right? Yep, I was fully expecting that. Now I can one-shot the Liepard. That's good for me, but I'm still, like, behind, right? I am now 1 turn behind them. And we saw last game how difficult that was to work with. And with our hand not being so great, it's going to take a lot of work. Professor's Research. So we're going to Night Stretcher, back a Bigdew. I'm going to wait a turn on the Research, I think. I can get the one-shot on the Liepard currently, so I don't really need much this turn, but next turn I can Night Stretcher, get back a Bigdew, get into the active, then research. And I'll feel a lot better about that. What do we get? Switch. Okay, so even if they do something, try to like stall us with the Toad's Cruel, or they knock out the Toad's Cruel, like I can still get a Bigdew into the active. So they grab Bye out of the deck. Poison Fang. Alright. Let's see. I can... If I draw well, I can two-shot a Crobat. They have 2 prizes left, so it's probably not going to go my way. Bug catching set. We do get Lilligant and Rabska just to get Rabska out of the deck, honestly. Lilligant comes down here. Here comes the Night Stretcher. Bigdew. We'll play that down. And we will Professor's Research. What new 7 cards do we get? We do get Counter Catcher. I could knock out that Lipard. But I don't think that's going to get us where we need to be, right? I'm still going to do it. I still think that's the best move for me. But I'm just not sold on it working. You know, I don't think it's going to get me above them in prizes. Because here, I knock this out, then they Poison Fang for 120, and they knock me out. They're down to 1 prize, and then I get my first hit on them, and that's just not feeling great, you know? Hey, we get a Bigdew. I did not know our last Bigdew was prized. Thank goodness we pulled that. But we still have a Lilligant prized in our last 2 cards, which is going to hurt. Let's see, they got 10 cards left in deck. Can we stall them? No, we can't. There's nothing here to really stall with. We can Bigdew. And I don't know. It'll put them down to 1 card. It'll put us to 2 cards. But I still don't think it's going to do anything. Dang it, I was hoping for a Counter Catcher. I really was. Counter Catcher up the Tatsuguri sort of thing. And do my best there. But, yep. Let's see. Alright. Well, that was our best of 3. Bigdew really struggled against those big numbers of Crobat, honestly. And it was a lot of fun, though. I had a blast with this. Clinton, you outdid yourself yet again. I think we played against each other in one of the Control Players Unite tournaments, and you used this deck. That really messed with me. And this time, I feel like I really messed with you, but just not enough. But I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for playing. And tomorrow, we will get into round 2. Although, for me, it will be like 5 seconds. So... thank you everyone for watching. Go ahead, do all the things, like, comment, subscribe, and if you're already subscribed, maybe think about joining members. For only $1 a month, you can help support the channel. If you go up to $5 a month, you get videos early, so you have seen this basically the day that it happened. So yeah, think about it. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.